Hey guys, this is Goku and today we're gonna be talking about live poker. We'll discuss the differences between live and online poker, and then we'll talk about a few valuable tips to remember when you're playing live poker. So, let's get right into it. Let's start with some important differences between online and live poker. First thing that comes to mind is the speed of play. When you're playing online poker, you can play about 100 hands per hour per every table. So if you're playing 10 tables, you're seeing 1,000 hands per hour. Whilst in a casino, when you're playing live, you'll be lucky to see about 40 hands per hour. Another big difference is that online you can just use Poker Tracker or Hold'em Manager and it'll show you all the stats you want to see next to every player, but in live poker you have to observe everything and make mental notes. You have to pay attention at all times, especially when you're not in a hand, because you still want to have all that information. You simply need to do all the work that your HUD does for you online yourself. And that's not easy at the beginning, when you're only used to playing online, but it certainly gets easier with time spent at your local casino. One big advantage you'll get from playing live is that you'll improve your math skills, because you have to calculate the pot and how much you're gonna bet. You won't see a number next to your opponent's stacks, so you'll have to be able to roughly estimate it just by looking at it, or simply ask your opponents. You also have to be aware of the size of your stack. Live games are also much easier than online. A lot of pots go multi-way, there's much more limping, and certainly lots of casual players, especially at small stakes tables. Bet sizing is also different, especially in cash games pre-flop. You might see players opening for 5 or 6 big blinds and 3-betting 4 or 5x. But the biggest difference between online and live poker is that you can simply see the players and spot physical tells, and this one thing alone can bring you a lot of money at live poker tables. Another thing you should know is that a $1, $2 live game will usually have about the same skill level as an online game of 10 and 25 cents. Of course, it differs between casinos, but usually when you're comparing live and online stakes, the online games will have the skill ceiling about 10 times higher. So if you're a winning player online at 50 cents $1, you shouldn't be afraid to sit at a $5, $10 game at your local casino. So let's finish this up with a couple of tips that are extremely valuable when you're first playing live poker. You should have some kind of a card protector or simply protect your cards putting a chip on them. You should always cover your cards when you're checking them so that nobody but you can see them. If you put one chip in the pot, it always means a call. So if you want to raise with the one big denomination chip, you have to say raise before you put it in, because otherwise it will just be a call. You have to pay attention to act only when it is your turn. The dealer will look at you or signal you when the action is on you. Keep your large denomination chips in front of your stack so that other players can see how big your stack really is. It's best that you stack your chips in a way you can quickly know how much you have in your stack just by glancing at it. Pay attention to everything that's happening at all times. Sometimes it's just enough to spot a single little thing, like a tell when your opponent is bluffing, and you can later make a lot of money on it. And remember, live poker is awesome, so have a lot of fun at the tables. So we've discussed some of the differences between live and online poker. Online, you're playing a ton of hands per hour, you've got a HUD that tells you all the stats you need on every player. You see exactly how much chips every player's got and how much is in the pot at all times. But life is much more fun. You get to interact with the other players. You can spot physical tells. You can improve your math skills, and it's easier to win, especially at the lower stakes, because there's not so many pros at the tables. You've also learned a few tips to keep in mind when you pay your first visit to a casino. I hope you'll find them useful, and I'm sure that you will have a great time. Thanks so much for watching, and wow, you are really quite a player right now. Keep it up, man. If you like this lesson, please share it with your friends, click the like button and subscribe for more future videos. This was the last lesson of this course. If you've seen all the videos, thanks a lot. I salute you. If you haven't, go back and watch them. I want to know everything that you've got to say. What do you like and what do you hated? What you learned and what was maybe unclear. Please let me know how you liked this course and what results it brought to your poker game. If you've been playing online along the course, let me know how you're doing. When you play live poker next time, you gotta let me know how you did. I've got some ideas on what to do next, but if you have any suggestions as to what you would like to see on this channel, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts. So again, thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time.